I was in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I went outside of my hotel across the street to a McDonald's. I met a homeless man there. His name was Lenny. And Lenny asked me for a few bucks, and I had $1 wadded up in my pocket, and I gave it to Lenny. And I asked Lenny if I could ask him a few questions. I said, well, what is the hardest part for you? What's the hardest part about being homeless? He said, man, the hardest part for me is asking for help. You know, what got you to the point where you were finally, if it's so hard to ask for help, what made you finally ask for help? And he said, well, I had no other choice. And as I walked back to my hotel, that's what it means to be poor. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We equate a blessed life with being rich. We even use the words interchangeably. If you go over to a rich person's house, because we equate being blessed with being rich. Jesus, first thing out of his mouth in the sermon is, blessed are the poor. Blessed are the poor. Now he's talking about more than just, monetary possessions, material stuff. He says, blessed are the poor in spirit. The word poor here translated destitute, bankrupt. So when I'm bankrupt in spirit, that's when I'm blessed? Yeah. We're about looking like we have it together, and someone who is poor in spirit acknowledges that they don't. We are not good at asking for help, because to ask for help means that we can't help ourselves. And there's something within us that we just want to do it ourselves. We got ourselves into this situation, I'll get myself out of it. If I really wanted to, then I could fix the problem. We celebrate the self-reliance in spirit. To find ourselves in a life situation where everything is falling apart and the pieces are pretty broken. But Jesus says, blessed are you when you reach that point. Because when you reach that point that you are bankrupt, you finally have made room for God's hand in your life. But that's difficult for us. You know what the Bible would teach? God helps those who can't help themselves. That's who God helps. God helps those who ask for help. But it's just who we are. I want to say, I've got it, God. When you finally say, I can't do it. I can't mend my marriage. I can't fix my kids. I can't keep sober. I can't control my temper. I can't restrain my lust. I can't save myself. I can't put the pieces back together. God, I can't do it. Help me. Blessed are you. Because being poor in spirit is not a task list of things you need to do. It is a humble cry for help. It is an admission that you can't and you need God's help in your life. It's in that moment that we make room for God's blessing.